Yo, YouTube, social media, um, just any broadcast or any program, any television, any whatever. This video is already done, so I might as well just say everything that's on my mind. If you suspected that I did it, if you thought I did it, um, there's no sense in me denying that I did or didn't do that. And if I ever hurt your feelings, I apologize. If I ever, didn't tell the truth, or I ever jumped to conclusions or made assumptions or made accusations and it wasn't the full story or wasn't true at all, or I just didn't hear the person out, I apologize. My emotions got to be the strongest thing about me. My emotions and how I feel in the moment got to be one of the strongest things about me. How I move, um, got to be one of the strongest things about me. Um, if I feel like something off or something not right, I don't want to be in that environment or that area. That's why, you know, in this time period, I've been alone for most of the day, every day, except for me and my dog hanging out. And then when I'm seeing my mom, right, in this current time period, um, after high school and after I stopped network marketing for a while, I've really been seeing things from a whole different perspective, things about myself and just things about the world. Not so much that it's bad, it's just it is the way it is. Um, God's getting this conversation out of me, this confession out of me. There's things about me that I don't know if are lustful or greedy, are just who I am, right? And I'm not recording on what I think is an iPhone. I'm recording on what I think is an Android, so the quality might be a little bit different. You see a bunch of specs and stuff like that, but it feels more real to me than something that spews out a perfect image. And it's like I might not ever see my face. I already seen my face plenty of times, and God just allows me to see my face from a different perspective or different people, and He allows me to see myself or my match or my equal in others. He allows me to see different versions of myself and other people. And when somebody do something good to you or do something nice to you, it feels good. When somebody does something for you or thinks about you or even talks to you, cares about your feelings, your thoughts, your emotions, it feels good. When someone is manipulative or you know, trying to do something for a certain reason, it doesn't feel so good. And when someone is just, hurting your feelings and making you feel bad, it doesn't feel good at all. And that's the three different components that I've, been and I've felt. I've felt, you know, being treated horribly and my feelings getting hurt. I felt being manipulated and people doing stuff for certain reasons. And I've also felt um people doing things nice for me that they didn't have to do. People caring about me when they didn't have to care about me. People knowing my love language and showing that to me when they didn't have to, but they did it because they cared, or I felt like they cared. And I've been those people. I've seen those people, and it's like, what is God trying to flirt with me or entertain to me or show me about myself and to show about him or her or the spirit self? You know, um, it's interesting. Once again, I just want to say, you know, I've been thrown off. I done, typed. Excuse me, tired. I done typed different things on social media. I done read different things on social media from screens. I feel like I done body hopped and body switched. I feel like I done been used. I feel like I done used people. I feel like I done felt karmic emotions and debt. Felt I done felt those emotions. I really just wanna I hear a dirt bike or a four wheeler or something outside. I really just wanna be on one of those right now on my own land, just rolling, I'm enjoying the fact that I'm in a room right now, comfortable, laying down, enjoying myself, but at some point in time I do wanna, I done been on a four wheeler. I just wanna ride on a four wheeler. I wanna be a person that's not lustful, a person with pure intentions and pure feelings, a person that is loved for who they are and not just for how they look. Uh, I want to feel like I'm not the only one here, and I want to feel like I'm not crazy. I want to be in good health. I want to make sure there's no worries. I want there to be no worries for me. Um, I want everything that is for me to attract itself to me and to present itself to me, and I want everything that's not for me to not attract to me and to not present itself to me. I want what's gonna make me happy in life, not what I think I want. That's gonna make me um emotional or upset or um greedy or any of those things. Um, I desire comfort and I desire satisfaction. I desire opulence. There's a lot of things I desire. You know, I want my collection to be filled up with a bunch of sneakers, but if it's gonna make me a bad person or drive me crazy when I see those sneakers, or it's gonna make me feel like I'm better than people, then I don't need those sneakers. Right? I want a nice clothing collection filled with different suits and different sweaters and different jogging pants and different shorts and different outfits and pieces, right? But if it's gonna make me a bad person or make me um go crazy, then I don't need it and I don't want it. I want nice designer pieces of you know, watches and jewelry and necklaces and bracelets and you know, rings and stuff like that. But if it's gonna drive me crazy or make me a bad person, then I don't want it. I don't need it. I want foreign cars and nice designer vehicles, and um, I want to travel all over the world and go places and do things and experience life constantly. But if it's gonna make me a bad person, or if it's gonna make me, go crazy, I don't want it. I want a wife. I want kids. I want to be with who I want to be with and not feel judged for it. Go I want to have the confidence and the swagger and the tier or the level to talk to any beautiful female that I want to talk to and attract her and be with her if I want to be with her without, you know, feeling like me being with her is me being a whore or a womanizer or whatever stigma or, you know, judgment that's put on a person for being with multiple women or being with different versions of God's creation, right? And I don't want to feel a way about it. I don't want to be judged, but if it's gonna drive me crazy or if it's gonna make me a bad person, then I don't want it, right? Eventually, I do want one person, and I want to be happy with that one person. But I was only 16, 17, and I already had been with multiple people, right? So, and I feel like even more than that, I've been with multiple people in my memory log. It's just been, it's foggy. It's, like amnesia or spotted, right? There's a couple people that come to mind in terms of beauty that I would want to be with, that I would want them to be my wife, that I would want them to be a part of a relationship with me, right? But in terms of who's good for my soul, who would care for me when I need them to care for me, right? In this current memory, I only know one person like that who's beautiful and cares for me. And we done been in times where it was good, bad, whatever, and we was together, right? I don't know. I don't know what I'm confessing. I don't know what I'm saying. I do, but I don't. Like, it's just, if you're looking for the guy that's been that guy, that's me. If you're looking for the guy that hasn't been that guy, that's me. If you're looking for the guy that, you know, wants to be that guy again, that's me. If you're looking for the guy that's not interested in being that guy, that's me. Like, my emotions change, right? Like, this Instagram, this Facebook, this Snapchat, this YouTube has this internet, the pornographic sites has been one of the most eye-opening things ever. And it's like some of these people may not even exist. And then some of these people it might be deep fake, right? Or it might be, how do they even put a person's face onto a computer screen, onto a screen? What does that even mean for me? I got a lot to learn, I know, but hey, you know, you live in abundance, and you would hope that no one thinks you're a bad person for it, for wanting a lot of different things, and for wanting to be with multiple people when you want to be with multiple people. And then when you want to be monogamous, you shouldn't be judged for it either. You want to be with that one person in that moment, even if it's just for a couple weeks. I just want to be with this person, right? That's who I am, right? And I feel like I was a free spirit that got, you know, chained up and put into a set of rules and a reality by someone who wanted to see what I am and what I ain't, what I stand for and what I don't stand for, who I am and who I'm not. And when you put a free spirit into situations where they have to express themselves, you're gonna see different reactions. You're gonna see different emotions, and you could claim they bipolar, you could say they this, you could say they that, you could say they crazy, schizophrenic, have acute psychosis, you could say whatever, you could label a person whatever, but only God knows the person's heart, and that person knows how they feel in that moment, right? um I done had a lot of moments. I done had a lot of tears come out of my eyes. I done had a lot of laughs. I done had a lot of, thought-provoking moments. I done had a lot of sensational moments, a lot of lustful moments, a lot of hard times, and I'm not gonna say it turned me off from wanting to go out and party, but it definitely made me a person that likes to be a homebody, not a person that likes to go out and spend 8 hours of my day, you know, away from myself, right? Don't get me wrong, like, everybody wants to make money, right? Everybody wants to be successful or feel like there's no worries in the world, regardless of money, right? Money is just that tool. So if I had to do something, I would DoorDash, because it's like God gives me like a comfortable job. Besides the road being bumpy sometimes, it's no stress of, besides, paying attention to the road. It doesn't feel like work. It feels like it feels like natural, just to be by myself or be with like one or two other, three other people at tops, and for me to be making some money, for me to be, getting money off of distributing items and transporting items to people. That's been the most relaxing job that I could think of in this current existence that I've had. More than, working for the company I wanted to work for since I was a young man, like a young boy. Um, I could say, yeah, I want to be a doctor, or yeah, I want to be uh, a six-figure earner, or a top earner, or a person that um generates a lot of income. I want to be a high value person. I want to solve problems. I want to help people. Um I want to be God's spokesperson and God's tools and God's hands, and his brain and stuff like that. Right, I could say that, but my work ethic throughout school went from high to low, with the interaction of people, friends, bullies, and other things, right? As long as the bills are paid, like the older I get, I haven't really played the game in months. And as long as the bills are paid, the utilities are on and working, I have enough to eat, I have enough to provide for those around me, and there's no stress about, you know, any different type of factor. I I'm good, right? I'm good as long as the next goal, like this is where I'm at, right? And I want to be like right here, but I'm right here right now. Like I'm I'm able to relax when I want to relax. I found something that I like to do, which is DoorDash. Um, I chill out for most of the day when I'm not DoorDash, right? The next goal is to travel whenever I want and to find more skills that allow me to help others, to keep myself fit, and to travel more often, right? I'm not talking about no Ponzi scheme. I'm not talking about no get rich quick schemes. I'm talking about actual work that helps people, that makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I did something to help another person, that doesn't completely drain me, but gives me satisfaction to get some rest when I get home, and that allows me to take breaks at certain periods of the year and years that I work, right? Um, I really wanted Forex to be something that the foreign exchange market, the betting of one currency against another, I really wanted it to be something that was like something for me. I wanted it to be that, right? But I realized, and I know that there's more out there. I know that there's sports betting, there's currency betting, you know, there's a bunch of different things out there. And there's something out there for me besides DoorDashing. And I enjoy DoorDashing. Sometimes I'm like, that price for that payment could be higher, but I don't understand, or I might not know what's in a person's pocket or what they're dealing with, et cetera, et cetera. So I don't, because I done been there where I order food and that's most of my money for the day. So I'm not going to judge another person for how they tip or how DoorDash does their business, but sometimes I wish the order was more than $3 for that order, right? It could, wish it was 5. I don't care if it's 2 miles, right? But I think driving has to be one of the most comfortable things for me to do when there's no traffic. Being in a reliable vehicle that you know that if there's servicemen out there and you have the money to take care of your vehicle, you can go anywhere in your country and make money. As long as there's internet and Wi-Fi, DoorDashing is up there. It's up to par. I'm not gonna say you're gonna always make money with Forex, because it's like it's a risk, right? Um, you do have the potential to lose money, right? Um, I invested in the information, on two different, you know, learning programs, right? It's all under the same umbrella, which is the internet and a service, but it was two different companies, right? And I network market for both companies. I didn't receive the success I thought I would receive, but I spread the information, right? No one's there, Pedro. Come on. Anyways, I spread the information, and I felt good about doing that. I hope no one lost a substantial amount of money. I hope that they broke even, or I got the information, paid for the information, or made money, right? But I just feel like there's a game of, you know, maybe cutting hair. Besides DoorDash and cutting hair, are trapping pharmaceuticals that would really satisfy me. Like, if I knew I wasn't gonna get robbed or ganked or played with because of the type of person I am, I would probably hop into those markets, right? That's just one of the many markets that God has, one of the many lanes that God has available to humans, right? But if I do something like that, then I don't know if I'm disappointing my mom and dad by playing around with, you know, trying to sell drugs or weed or, you know, liquor or any of those things. Like, but at the end of the day, it's about what makes me happy. Like, of course, I want the knowledge of how to sell so many grams or so many peas, right? I'm human, right? But yeah. Um, I just say to y'all, be your own person. My friends calling me that I grew up with. Be your own person, bro. And whatever you do in life, don't let no one make you feel bad for it. As long as you're not hurting anybody or putting anybody in harm's way, don't let nobody make you feel bad for it. I know me, I may have said something ignorantly, and I apologize for it. That's what I'm saying right now. I apologize if I said something ignorantly, or I put somebody in harm's way, or I took time away from somebody, or I took energy away from somebody. I'm saying sorry. That's the only thing I know how to do. Like, if I know God's gonna make me go through certain things or go through whatever I have to go through to repay that. And yeah, I just feel like my perception of the world is jaded. I was jaded. Um and I feel like pressure, not so much peer pressure, but pressure is real to do something or to be someone under certain conditions in certain circumstances. Uh, After this video, I'm probably gonna not watch, listen to Drake's album For All the Dogs, and go listen to Virginia Beach with Frank Ocean in the background. And this is just gonna be another day, right? I don't I don't think much of these videos, right? Because it's only reached, to my knowledge, like 23,000 views total on 400 and something videos that I've uploaded um on my YouTube channel, right? Like, to my knowledge, it's only reached so many people. So it's like, who's really looking for Avery, or who really cares what Avery thinks, or who's gonna support Avery, or who's gonna help Avery? Um, Help yourself, help others, love others, be true to who you're gonna be. Um, don't let no one make you feel bad for you sticking to your morals and principles. As long as you're not hurting anybody or doing harm to anybody, don't let no one make you feel bad for being yourself. God knows what he's doing, and I'm going to assume he knows what he's doing. And even if something didn't go as planned, I'm sure he makes, proper adjustments to deal with certain situations. And that's just life. That's the way things go. We got to keep moving forward. We look back to gain perspective and understanding and to plan accordingly, but we don't look back to stay there.